Did you know that the Bible references money more than 2,000 times? Well, that's more than it references faith, prayer, and love. And so what I want to talk about in this video is how we are building our kids up by teaching them about money and possibly how you can do the same thing. So we found this app called Greenlight, and I am currently on the free trial. So you can use a free trial of this to see if it works for you and your family. But they have this course that your kids can take, and I have my 10 and 8-year-old taking it right now. And it goes over topics like saving, talks about giving money to different charities, and in those units I'm kind of talking to the kids about giving to the church and why we do that. And then it also has a component for investing, and that's actually particularly interesting to me because I don't know how to invest money myself. My husband normally does that. So it is fascinating to watch my kids learn how to do that and learn alongside of them. So this is something they've kind of been really excited about doing because one of the features of this app is that the kids can actually get a debit card that is tied to the chores that they do. Now, we've never actually been a chore-heavy family where I paid my kids a lot to do things. I wanted it to be more of an expectation. You're a part of this family. And so I would like for you to help with the dishes. And I didn't want them to tie this to monetary gain. However, as I keep on seeing in scripture about how often money is referenced, I've realized that this is really something that I need to teach them how to do. I want to give them opportunities to earn money and then teach them how to spend it, how to give it. These are not things that I necessarily learned as a kid. As a kid, I think I learned from my parents we wanted to save, but I didn't learn how to make money grow. And there were other things I just didn't learn. And I see in other families how when even adults get a certain amount of money, they spend all that they have. So they're kind of on the opposite spectrum. And so I feel like when you start at a younger age, it can be more helpful. Now, going back to this Greenlight app that we're using, I find that it's working better for my 10-year-old in some of the classes and some of the, because a lot of it is investing. And as I'm telling you, like some of this is new to me. So it's talking about like a Roth IRA, which maybe you already know about this and hopefully you do, but these are kind of new terms to me and how that's different from other things. And so my kids are learning about this. It is a little bit more of a challenge for my 8-year-old, but it's something he can grow into. And again, this part of the app is free. So I'm not really losing anything here. But a second component that we're working on is adding chores into the routine. Little chores and jobs that they can do to make money. And I started to think about how much to give them. And initially I was going to do a lot, a lower amount. But then I started thinking if it is a larger amount and it's more substantial, they could maybe pick up certain things that maybe I would already pick up naturally for them, but they could do themselves. So in these first few weeks, we are offering them, if they get 100 points according to their chore and job charts, they can get $10. Now, the way we've set this up for the chores, it's things like get dressed by 7:05 a.m. and be sitting at the table is one chore. Another one is saying good morning. I think I saw that on somebody else's channel, and I love that idea of just saying good morning mama, good morning daddy. And it's a good practice that you come downstairs and you actually acknowledge your family or people that you're with, and I think it's a good practice. But so some of these are easy. So I am having my 5 and 3-year-old tag along these parts of the activities. So they can say good morning, and they can do things like this. I think other chores we have are making sure their homework is completed earlier in the day. One of my kids has a bit of ADHD, and having a list and a checklist is really helpful for him. We have this up on our TV screen on our DAC board, which is just a way that I can push all my calendar and all their chores and all their responsibilities up there so they can read the list and see it. Obviously, this is harder for my 3-year-old, but the older kids are helping him with that a little bit. And then I also have a list of jobs. And instead of being 1 point each like the chores are, these jobs are worth 5 points. So a job might be something a little bit above and beyond. It's something they choose to do. And it would be like doing the dishwasher or doing sorting the laundry. So things like that. And as we have 5 kids, we always have a lot of laundry and we're doing it once a day. So there's always an opportunity for one kid to be doing that. So after they get 100 points, they redeem it for $10, and I can put it on their debit card, which kind of sounds a little bit scary. I'm not going to do this for my youngest children, but I think it is going to be really nice to have this for my 10-year-old. A debit card, of course, is only going to give you the money that's there. There's no credit. They can't go above what they already have. I can pay, she can have as little as a quarter on this debit card if I wanted to only give her that much for a chore. But I think I like the $10 idea. But she could use that on Amazon, and then I could teach her how to purchase something on Amazon. And it's just these life skills that I feel like would be really beneficial and helpful to teach them, especially as the Bible is saying, this is something that's important. How can we change and affect our kids' hearts at such an early age to be able to know these things? I think it's easier to change your way of thinking whenever you're young, and I think that's why our job as parents is so important, because we are training their minds as they get older, as they go into the world, and as they get onto their own. We are training them to be adults at some point, and I love that I can teach her how to do this and teach my other kids how to do this at younger ages. So hopefully this is something that might be helpful for you. I will try to find a link that will give you free access, just like I'm using free access at the moment, to see if Greenlight is going to work for us long term. But I love their course, which is 100% free, that I'm definitely going to continue using, and I hope that you can use too. I'll see you in the next video.